Alrighty, next week of the Smogon Champions League, and my opponent is Drud. Drud is currently the best PU player in the tournament. I have a record of 4 wins and 2 losses. He has a record of 6 wins and just 1 loss. As you can hear, he played 1 more week because I skipped 1 of the weeks. You might have seen it, but yeah. Now, let's see, there's a Toad School. Okay. I did not expect to play against Toad School, not gonna lie, but that is fine. Today we have a really cool team. Also, my team is on the brink of elimination, so I really have to win. It's really, really important this week. So we've got Brute Bonnet with 3 attack synthesis. We've got Protect Frostmoth. Protect was really nice to scout for moves, and especially good against Ambipom, but we don't see Ambipom on our opponent's team. Choice Scarf Golurk looks insane. Terra Ghost, Poltergeist KOs pretty much everything. We gotta keep in mind that we are slower than Celazzle though. Celazzle still outspeeds us, but Terra Ghost, Poltergeist, we're only switching. Like Orthworm, how much does Spidef Orthworm take? Because usually Orthworm is Spidef in this tier. Orthworm takes over 50. That's insane. What about Bombardier? If it's offensive, it also takes over 50. So Golurk is really, really strong. We also, like, the Milotic set is pretty decent here. I like this Dudunsparce a lot. It doesn't have Roost, but it's 3 attacks, or like 2 attacks, Rocks, Glare. Toe Square has Rapid Spin, I gotta keep that in mind. And then we've got a Toxic Celazzle, which also doesn't look too bad. With Anchor, I like it a lot. Like, I can pivot to Milotic against Yuxi. If it's a setup Yuxi, I can go for a slow flip turn and then go for Anchor shenanigans with Celazzle. So what could his lead be? It could very well be Bombardier. Why can I not lead the Dudunsparce? Is there anything why I shouldn't lead the Dudunsparce? I don't have Hazard Removal, but I've got Boots like 4 times, or 3 times rather. Why should I not lead the Dudunsparce and just click Glare? How much does Hex do against Spidef Orthworm once he's paralyzed? Against Orthworm, we've also got the Choppel Berry. It's fine. It's like 35 to 40. I could also just lead Golurk, but that's pretty bad into a Bombardier lead, and I don't have the greatest Bombardier switch, and so I would just lead the Dudunsparce. Yeah, that's honestly fine. I can just go for Glare immediately. If I get the Glare, is he Taunt? No shot, he's Taunt, right? And does he even risk going for Taunt? Like, what if I'm Body Slam and para your Bombardier that way? He doesn't know my set. Boom Burst does like 80%, so I don't think he goes for Taunt. Yeah, he goes for U-turn. We get a speed boost, so he knows that we've got something up there. Okay, Gudra. That's fine. I take a para on Gudra. Now, do I want to set up walks? Do I just want to go for Boom Burst? Because Gudra should take a decent chunk. Yeah, Gudra takes like 40 from Boom Burst. I would just Boom Burst. I don't have the greatest Draco switch, and especially if he is specs. Getting Gudra low, since I can't Toxic it, it's pretty important to get Gudra low for Celazzle as well. So I will just click Boom Burst. He could switch to Orthworm now, but getting damage on Orthworm is also really important for Frostmoth. Frostmoth wins. We are Terra Electric Frostmoth, so if it's a Thunder Wave Yuxi, it cannot paralyze us. And we just see Toxic. Okay, that's fine. Because I will just go for another Boom Burst. He could, he is Protect for sure. I don't know if he would go for it though. Yeah, I will Boom Burst again. He won't click Protect. I don't think that it's his play. So I will Boom Burst again. Is he like max HP? I should calculate. Like, if he's max HP, I do 34 to 40. So he has a little bit of special defense investment. But yeah, another Boom Burst here seems smart. Poltergeist looks super strong. I don't have my Bombardier switch in is probably Milotic. Milotic, as I said, looks really good if we get rid of Gudra. Or if we can chip it. Okay, Yuxi. That's a lot of damage. And it is not leftovers. Dudunsparce against Yuxi. What could it be? I just go for another Boom Burst. Okay, I'm faster. Works. It's Helmet, probably. It could very well be Helmet. I will just set up my own walks. If he U-turns into Toad School, I get another speed boost, and I can either go for Glare or get a Boom Burst off on Toad School. I could also just Boom Burst again. I Boom Burst again. And then on the turn I die. Okay, he will probably go to Salazzle, because Salazzle is faster. Against Salazzle, do I want to switch to my Lordic? And keep the Dudunsparce as a sacrifice? I think I can, yeah. He could poison my Lordic, but I'm fine with that. Yeah, Flamethrower. He's probably toxic here as well. But getting the Marble Scale is good against Bombardier. Scald does an OKO. I think my best play is to just click Flip Turn. Yeah. If he goes to Gudra, that's perfect, because then I get my Golurk in. Exactly. Against Gudra. Yeah, Poltergeist does so much damage. There's no better play. I could also go Bubonic and just click Crunch. Or maybe even Close Combat, because he has Bombardier and Orthworm. You know what? I don't dislike the idea of going Bubonic here. I think... Yeah, I don't really need Bubonic for anything. It dies to Bombardier, it dies to Salazzle. So I might need it for Toad School, but I also got the Force Move for Toad School. So yeah, I think this is something I wanna do. Bombardier? Okay, we got a huge chunk on the Bombardier. And if he is not Choice Scarf, I should calculate. Maybe he's defensive. If he is not Choice Scarf, okay, he is max HP. So he's not Choice Scarf. He could still be Sucker Punch against Golurk, though. Gotta keep that in mind. I can go to my Lotic. Or I go to Celeste. No, I go... I could also see Terra Fairy CC again. But then I cannot Terra with Force Move anymore, which could be good against Orthworm. I will just go my Lordic. Knock off. Oh, imagine I CC'd again. But that's fine, I just recover. He probably goes to Gudra. Maybe Toad School. Toad School has spikes, I know that. Also losing the boots isn't great. But Poltergeist picks one. Poltergeist picks one. How much does Golurk do to Toad School? I don't even know what Toad School is doing in this tier. My guess is it's like... It could be spikes. It cannot click Spore because sleep moves are banned, right? Sleep-inducing moves are banned, exactly. So it can go for like... I think it's a Rapid Spin Pokemon on this team. I don't know what's Toad School doing. Like, this is a question many VGC people asked, but now we know. Also Force Move. I wanted to keep the Terra just for Force Move because we've got Terra Electric, Terra Blast, and with +1 we do a lot against Orthworm. Yeah, it's Gudra. And my idea is to click Dragon Tail, and after the Dragon Tail I can click Flip Turn. I don't think he goes for Toxic because I could go to Dudunsparce. Yeah, I will Dragon Tail. Oh, he Dragon Tailed himself. That's good if I get Celeste. Okay, there is the Toad School. I could just Flip Turn. I could, like, the Bonnet switch is so obvious that I can see him double switch. Toad School. How much does a Leaf Storm do if he is, like, max special attack? 70. Yes! I knew that he would switch to Bombardier. Let's go. The problem still is, what do I go to now? I could go Golurk. I should calculate the knockoff damage on my Melodic. My timer is running low, but this is important. How much did he do? 29. So he has attack investment. And my Golurk... My Golurk survives the Sucker Punch, but then I'm in range for Salazzle. But is he U-turn knockoff Sucker Punch? I could also go Salazzle, but he has Goodra. On Goodra, I can switch to Bonnet Roll. I will go to Salazzle. My timer's running low. I have to click a little faster. Okay, I could have doubled, but this is fine. He probably clicks Dragon Tail now. He could get parried. Okay, knockoff. I don't need the cover cloak. Now I can just crunch. Bombardier's in crunch range. He doesn't have a great crunch switch in as well. Maybe he goes to Orthworm, but I can just CC the turn after. Okay, we get a crit. That's huge. And a para, damn. Unfortunate for him. I will CC, because he could switch into Orthworm now. Nah, I would just keep crunching. Now Salazzle also goes hella in. I gotta admit that this was lucky, like crit para. Okay, Toadsquirrel. What are you doing? I could Sucker, but I just keep crunching. Okay, he goes to Orthworm. I will just CC. He could double again, because my Salazzle switch is so obvious. Also getting this, yeah. Getting this in range for Golurk would have been nice. He goes to Lazzle. I can go Melodic, yeah. He could be Nasty Plot. I still have Terra and Force Morph though. Yeah, I still have Terra and Force Morph. Also, if he Terras to like grass, I got my own Salazzle. So I will just go Melodic. Toxic. That was to be expected. I could have also just crunched, but here I can just... The Scald KO... Now I have a little more time on my timer. Toadsquirrel. Scald... he looks like he has no bulk, but I will double check. Yeah, he has 0 bulk on the Toadsquirrel. So Melodic with Scald KOs. So Scald is super free. Yeah, Protect. That's fine. I can just Scald again. I get a KO here. I could also flip turn so that I don't get the poison damage. He goes Toadsquirrel. I go Golurk. I Poltergeist. Yeah, he goes Toadsquirrel. That was to be expected. I can go Golurk and click Poltergeist, or I go Salazzle. I could also Quiver now. You know what? This seems like a good time to go for Quiver Dance. Yeah. Orthworm, that's fine. Heavy Slam, perfect. I Ice Beam just in case he is Terra Ground or something. Huh. Is this losable? Okay, he has Sucker Punch, but he quits. This would have never KO'd. That's a little annoying. This would have never KO'd. I Flamethrower. He tosses Toadsquirrel, he goes to Lazzle. I can still lose to a Bombardier. I think I should toss the Dudunsparce, then click Scald. I have Protect Anchor against the Bombardier, which is super important. Yeah, I will toss the Dudunsparce. Flamethrower. I can go Melodic, click Scald. He clicks Protect. He's also Anchor probably. But now he either has to toss Bombardier or he has to Terra Salazzle. Like, I'm still winning. I'm hella winning. Like, the crit was annoying, but I also got lucky with the crit para, as I said. So, yeah. If he tosses Bombardier here next turn, I can just click recover. Or I can toss Bubonic, Ghost Dazzle, poison him. Do I still... Can I still lose if the last move is random Nasty Plot? It is not supposed to be Nasty Plot, but what if? Like, I want to cover all options. Okay, Terra Ghost, Anchor. Okay, so we know the whole move set. Which means I can just toss my Logic, go Golurk, go Poltergeist. Yeah, I have a 100% win. Actually, it's no 100% win. It's not a 100% win because he could get a burn, but even with a burn, I win. Yeah, even with a burn. Because then I can go to Bubonnet, he has to click U-turn to KO me, because I can spam CC, and then I can Anchor him. Either into U-turn, or if he clicks Sucker Punch, then I can click Toxic into Protect. Yeah, it's guaranteed over. It is guaranteed over. Now I will just click Poltergeist and he tosses it, and even if he clicked Sucker Punch, I go to Celeste, I click Anchor, he's forced to Sucker Punch again, then I click Toxic and he loses. So GG to Drud, that was amazing! That was amazing! I think I got quite lucky. I have to admit it, I got quite lucky against the Gudra, but I also made some nice call-outs. Like I called the double, KO'd the Gudra, I had a really good game plan overall. The Golurk was the match winner, but in the end it only claimed 1 KO. So I think that was clean. If you have anything where you say I could have played better, feel free to tell me. I'm always open to feedback, and I hope I will see you next week, which hopefully isn't the last week. We have to hope for a lot to get into playoffs, but I always am ambitious until the very end. So I will see you next time. Bye bye.